Have any good rubber to back up into anything like that, but it went fast. He come up here and we're gonna race some and should have a good time. But 13.9, but it's kind of unbelievable. I'm still shocked about it. The truck went 150-200 cars probably, but had to do quite a bit of idling, so it ran real good the whole time. I think it got like 14.5, 15 miles. Well, yesterday, we was going to try to go back to Windy Hollow to do some testing with the new exhaust, but the track was closed due to rain here. So today's Saturday and we're going to Beach Bend. So I'm super excited about that. I've never raced a quarter mile in the truck, just only 1/8 mile. But I will say there's a sick on the green, like a drag and drive type race that I've signed up for that I'm doing at the end of this month, and it will be quarter mile. So this will be perfect to do some quarter mile testing. That race is coming up fast. I know I need to get a trans cooler on the truck. I don't have any problems with it getting hot right now because I let it cool down between test passes, everything like that. But during this race, we're going to have to go on a cruise and come back and make 3 back-to-back consecutive passes. So that'll be fun, but I know I need to get a transmission cooler on and get that cooled down. But as you've seen in the previous video, I had the exhaust put on it and I had it dragged it just a little 1/8 mile. It kind of went bad. It wasn't a very good pass at all. It spun really bad and went sideways in the burnout. Didn't have any good rubber to back up into anything like that. But it went faster according to the dragging than it did previously with the stock exhaust. And like I was saying, that could be different streets, different DA, anything like that. So, but today I'm gonna go to the track, and it is a different track. A lot of you probably been to Beach Bend. It's the biggest local track. It's about an hour away. We got about an hour drive, but it's the biggest local track around here, in my opinion. But I'm super excited to do some quarter mile testing. Normally, my Trans Am that I race, it runs slower at Beach Bend, which I run at 1/8 mile, but it runs slower at Beach Bend than it does the other tracks. I feel like it's due to just the glue for the whole 1/8 mile. It glues the car down, and with slow, low power stuff, it really has an effect on it. It normally runs 1/10 slower. I'm hoping the truck don't run 1/10 slower. The best pass was 898. I'm wanting to keep it in the 8s. I'd like to be in the 880s, but the main goal that we're going for today, we want a 13-second quarter mile, 13.99, and I will be super happy. I'm thinking the truck's going to do about a 14.20, but that leaves us room to improve and make it faster. So I'm excited to see what it's going to do. We're fixing to jump in the truck, head to Bowling Green, and I'll pick up y'all when I get there. Well, we're pulling up at Beach Bend, following looks like a 68 Camaro up there on the trailer. The truck done great. It's running real well. Haven't had any issues. This is actually the first time that I have drove it on the parkway since the engine's been changed. But yeah, 68 Camaro, pretty sweet car. Anyways, so we're pulling up here. We're gonna get a tech card and pay for that. And we're gonna walk around the swap meet for a minute. And then we should be good to go at 12 o'clock to make our first pass. Okay, so they just opened the track. Hard tires or street tires is lanes 1 and 2. And so we're fixing to go up to make our first pass. Got the truck teched in and everything. Remember, we're going for 13.99. That's the goal. Tennessee Speed Barn, you guys check him out on YouTube and Instagram. He come up here and we're gonna race some and should have a good time. But 13.99 is what I'm looking forward to, so I'm super excited about that. But we'll see. Guys, so I just went up and made my first pass. I am super surprised. And honestly, it may seem like I was faking this, but I promise you I definitely was not. I really expected the truck to run low 14s. Maybe a 1390 was what I was hoping for. And I had a little transmission shift issue on the second shift. I think it's because it wasn't hot enough. The trans temp was pretty cool at like 117, but it's kind of unbelievable. I'm still shocked about it. The truck went 1335 at 104. I'd never expected that. I'm so surprised, which I'm very happy, but I'm so surprised. It ran 863 in the 8th at 82.5. So I really think the exhaust helped pick it up quite a bit, made a big difference. We're letting it cool down. I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'm gonna try my tow haul tune, or my tow haul. It's set up as a roll race tune, so it raises my shift points over regular driving. But so I'm gonna try that, so it's gonna raise the shift points, and I'm hoping to get a 1320 out of it. I'll be super happy. Maybe get a little better 60 foot, get it up on the converter a little more, but I'm super happy with that. And my buddy's truck here, the Tennessee Speed Barn, it is a 4.8 5-speed truck. Now he's on street tires. The truck has been 1280s. It ran a 1382. He had a worse 60 foot than he normally gets, but super sweet truck, 4.8 single cab, 5-speed. That's pretty awesome. But like I said, 1335 at 104. I'll show you the slip. I'm super shocked. It's honestly unbelievable, but I'm gonna go up there after it cools down and let some of the cars get through the lanes, and we're gonna see what it does in the tow haul tune. Ran a 1246. Okay guys, so I went up and made another pass. I put it in tow haul, and I don't know if that's what changed the transmission, but it shifted funny. It kind of flared the 1-2 and the 2-3 shift. I don't believe it made it in out of third gear. I could be wrong. It may do the 3-4-2. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. But so yeah, it ran a 1350. It slowed down quite a bit. It dropped like 2/10, which I had to do a bunch of idling in the stage lanes this last time where I didn't the first time. There's quite a few cars here today at Beach Bend. There's probably well over 100 cars, 150, 200 cars probably. But I had to do quite a bit of idling, so it heat soaked a little bit. But like I said, it went a 1350. I was hoping it would go faster with the shift points being raised, but the transmission didn't like that very well. And like I said, it was heat soaked a little bit. But I'm super excited with the 1335. I'm pumped about that. That means the truck's close to 12s in the near future. I can do a few more things, maybe put gears in it, change camshafts, intake, stuff like that, and get the truck in the high 12s, and that would be outstanding. I wanted it to run in the high 13s, and I'm super happy to get that, but the high 12s would be even better. So we got about an hour drive home. We're fixing to head there, but the truck did really good. The transmission didn't get hot, but I let it cool down good between rounds. But like I said, I had to let it idle in the stage lane for quite a bit. I'll pick back up and kind of do a outro whenever I get back to the shop, but we're going to head an hour home. Well guys, we made it back to the garage here. Like I said, it's about an hour for us to go to Bowling Green, Beach Bend. That ain't bad at all. And actually, I'm probably going to be going to school up there in the fall, so I'll be driving that quite often. But I had an absolute blast today. I'm super shocked. I honestly just can't believe it. Still can't believe it. It seems just too good to be true, to be honest. But went up there, the first pass, right off the street. I let it cool down for maybe an hour, hour and a half. They had a swap meet. We watched some of that and looked through some parts and stuff, talked to some cool people. And I went up to make my first pass. I got right in the front of the staging lanes, but they was running slick tire cars before me. And so I didn't have to wait. I could just leave the truck off, and the engine was real cool and everything. I went up there on the 1-2 shift and the 2-3. I had a transmission sometimes it kind of hesitates before it shifts. I don't know. It's done it a few times on me. It's got a hesitation, then it shifts and starts pulling again. Nothing real bad, but just noticeable. And last time I was at Windy Hollow, it done it, and I lost like a tenth because of it. But that's when it went 1335. And so that I knew I could improve on that. So when I was going to go back up there and I was going to put it in my tow haul mode, which is like a roll race tune. And I've never actually went from a dig in tow haul, but I figured I would try it while I was there because I got that set up to roll race with from 40 rolls. So it gears it down in second gear at 4,000 and then unlocks the torque converter. But I went up there and tried that on my second run, and the truck slowed down quite a bit. I had to leave it idling in the staging lanes for a while, but it slowed down quite a bit. The transmission, it kind of flared the shifts this time. Now my tow haul does raise it raises the RPM up about 500, I believe. So it was shifting a good bit higher, but the transmission didn't really like it. It was kind of flaring it on the 1-2 and the 2-3. But other than that, the truck did super great. Transmission never got hot, but the engine ran real good the whole time. I think it got like 14 and a half, 15 miles a gallon. That's not the best, but we'll live with that. I'll show you my slip again. And I raced my buddy from the Tennessee Speed Barn. He was on street tires and it wheel hopped some, but that's a pretty good pass for both of us, really. But I was super surprised, and I'm glad I got some testing in before the race at Beach Bend that I have coming up at the end of the month, the Sick on the Green. It's a drag and drive style event. So we will be making 3 passes on Friday, going on a cruise, 3 passes on Saturday, going on a cruise, and we'll be coming back and we turn in 1 pass from each day and then the next best pass that helps out our average. So I'm definitely not going to do what I did today and try the tow haul because that clearly slowed it down. That would throw a loop in my average and that wouldn't be good for us. But I am super, super happy with this 1335, and now we got to chip away at it and get the truck in the 12s. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and let me know what y'all think I should do. You kind of know what's done to the truck, but what should I do to get it in the 12s? What should be my next modification? But thanks, guys, for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.